Hi, my name is Mary Dykstra, and this is my final project, Encourage the Heart, Inclusive Leadership. Inclusive leadership is the practice of leadership that includes contributions of all stakeholders in a community or organization, means being at the table of all levels, being valuable contributor and fully responsible for your contribution. This is one of the first videos, diversity. I appreciated this video, especially where it talks about groupthink. In our school, we have a lot of people who are like-minded, like backgrounds, and we need to keep pushing ourselves and each other to get the ideas from other people. Here's the next one.
Finance has actually undergone a major transformation. I can say that because it probably is. Because I think we could start doing that.
Every day, we work together to tackle challenges and provide the best solutions for our clients. Our success in differentiating ourselves from our competition depends on our ability to recognize and make the most of everyone's unique skills and perspectives. We all view the world differently and interpret situations from our own frame of reference. Considering alternative perspectives allows us to view solutions from different angles. Things that appear obvious to some people might lose their meaning with others. Taking other people's needs into consideration and challenging our own assumptions reveals new possibilities. When individual strengths are overlooked, it can result in people thinking and acting the same way. This limits our potential to be successful. When teams work in isolation, they don't use the collective strength of the organization. Sharing knowledge across business and geographies improves results. When a team doesn't use all the skills and experience available, their results can suffer. Inclusive leadership is about providing opportunities for everyone to contribute. We work with a unique mix of people. When each of us embraces different perspectives, our potential for success has no limits.
So how are we going to do this? I've just had a great idea.
This video kind of showed me again that it's good for us to be thinking as a group, taking everybody's different opinions. And in my faculty, I have a couple people who are always kind of challenging what other people are saying, and that's really important when it talks about those 5 things. Model the way, inspire a shared vision, challenge the process, enable others to act, and encourage the heart. You know, that challenging is probably one of the more complicated things because people want to agree and they want everything to go well. So it's good to be looking at how things can go a little differently. What I learned most is that great leaders take great care of people. Ken Blanchard taught me that, and in an inclusive setting, again, being a servant to all is what's going to be important, and encouraging the heart. Sinek talks about how great leaders make people feel safe, so no matter who you're working with, those people are going to want to be contributors. And again, Sandy making the very important point that people get great things done when they work together. And this is just serving like Jesus. So Ken Blanchard, leaders should serve like Jesus. And again, he's the one that created everyone in his image, and all of our differences are just a beautiful thing to him. When we can work together, we're more productive. When people feel good about who they are, that productivity just rises. Sinek discusses how great leaders make people feel safe, and he talks about military people who sacrifice for others. And when we're looking at inclusion, when we want to model the way and inspire, then a lot of that can happen through modeling that sacrifice. And again, just that understanding that people can work together, and that children often are very much more accepting of one another when they're small, maybe not in middle school or high school, than adults can be. So it's great to, again, model that. What do all of these leaders have in common? Every one of these leaders and their styles take into account people. Doesn't matter what people or who the people are, faculty, staff, janitors, inclusive, special needs, doesn't matter gender, race, people are what count. Truett Cathy from Chick-fil-A said that treat every person as if they are the most important person on earth, and that's true inclusion. As leaders, our schools will blossom if we can lead selflessly, putting others first and serving like Jesus with a vision and a plan. As a school administrator, being an inclusive servant leader means I will encourage those around me, model this service, collaborate with others, encourage a growth mindset, assess others' gifts and work with them, apply the skills to different situations and different people, encourage the heart of faculty, students, and staff, and understand, again, that I will find ways to encourage my faculty. I'll encourage students in their growth and not only in their grades. Understand needs and how we can work together. Model service. Model acceptance by treating everyone as if you were the most important person in the world. And be Jesus' hands and feet and do the act of loving. And that's why I have the picture, love is a verb. For me, I need to work on helping students, teachers, and parents understand and live out a growth mindset. And this goes for everyone that we work with. Dweck talks about great leaders who got to a certain point and stopped, and great leaders who got to a certain point, challenged where they were, and kept going. I need to put people ahead of minutia. That's a personal thing. I need to be available. I need to find encouragement moments. So these are all things that I need to do as an administrator to push myself. And I need to see leadership qualities in others and use that and work together and collaborate and model Christ's unconditional love. In summary, I find it challenging to balance the tyranny of the urgent with all the things that need to be done. And I want to be in the classrooms and the hallways and with the teachers, and I want to model servant leadership, inclusive leadership. And I find that meetings, reports, and deadlines take away from people. So I need to combat a groupthink type attitude. Our school, again, is made up of these like-minded people, and to be fully inclusive in our leadership and service-oriented, we just need to keep pushing ourselves to think outside the box and be open with one another and get everyone's thoughts, include other stakeholders also to participate in discussion and decisions. I also find it challenging. Something I need to work on is just being intentional with my faculty. I encourage intentional behavior in all we do, and I need to model that in developing my staff and being an inclusive leader. And I need to communicate with faculty and staff, students, parents, and our community at large. This class has really challenged me to take a hard look at how I lead and intentionally put into practice many of the things that I learned here. The biggest thing I learned was to put people first. I get bogged down in the details and I get too busy. I'm excited to read The 1 Minute Manager by Ken Blanchard. I believe in efficiency and I constantly need to work at it. In putting others first, I will know my faculty better, know how to mobilize their gifts for more delegation, and know how to best pray for them. It's also revitalized my connection with my faith and how it connects to my